Hi everyone, this time I wanted to create a quick tutorial for the very beginner who wants to start using Git. Today it's almost standard practice to use a version control system for your projects, and Git is the most popular and most likely the best for coding. One of the reasons for that is that Git can keep a history of all the changes in your code, so you can always travel back to any of them. But that's a very short and incomplete definition, which can be enough if all you need as a beginner is to keep track of your code changes in a convenient and reliable way. Installing Git is like installing any software. In Windows, you can add it to the Explorer context menu, so you can use it anywhere just by right-clicking and running the git bash terminal. Before everything else, you'll have to specify your username and email address. They will be used to assign your changes to yourself. The first thing you always do in Git is to create a repository. Git can only work inside a repository, and all you have to do is type git init. Now we have a repository and we can start recording all the activity inside it, so let's create a file with some code. We always can check the status of the repository with git status. Like you see, the changes have been detected and we can record them in the form of a commit. First we add the file, which will now be placed in the staging area. Then we commit everything inside the staging area with git commit A. We can add a message about this commit, which will prove itself very useful later when you are looking at the history of your changes and you want to know what has happened here. For example, we just added a file, so we can say project was started. Now we will know that it was at this point where you started your project. You can see a log of all your changes with git log. For now, in the history of your repository, there is only one commit. So let's do some changes to the code. And I will add a readme md file, which is very common in today's projects. Again, get a status with git status to make sure the changes were detected, and then add and commit the new changes. We can also type a message for the commit directly in the command line. No editor will open when we do it like this. With git log we can see the commit has been added. If we don't like what we changed and want to go back to the previous commit, It's as easy as typing git reset, which moves the repository to the previous commit and discards everything after it. But if we still want to keep this last commit in the history, we can do git revert. This will create a new commit on top of this one, where the code is reverted to the previous commit. If we do a git log, we can see how we have our initial commit, the second change, and another commit where the code is reverted to its first stage. Revert is considered more secure for this reason. You don't lose anything in case you change your mind later. So these are the commands that you will use most of the time if all you need is to keep track of changes in a simple linear log. And if you want to see more commands and what they do, you can always run git help. There is so much more about Git, but today I just wanted to show you the very basics from which you can begin. Part of the beauty of Git is that you can start as simple as this and then scale up however you like without any worry that things will become unmanageable. So be sure to subscribe and I will follow with more Git and other coding tutorials. Thanks for watching.